lovely hustlers, you're tuning in to yet another vlog in the life of a property entrepreneur. You know the drill. This is a property progress update on the 5-bed HMO. But anyways, I want to talk you through and walk you through what we've done. We're nearly at completion. Come along down this hallway, which we've seen multiple times, but it does feel a little bit more roomier. The fact that we're knocked through this wall has really literally just opened up this whole hallway so much more. But anyways, we've got light in the basement, but we're not gonna go in there. I've not really shown you guys the basement. Whoa, 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 whoa. So we've got falling doors. Good thing I'm strong. I guess I might as well just share what this little area is. So we've gone ahead and put the boiler in this little space, but it used to be in the kitchen. If you watch the previous vlogs, if you haven't, I'll leave links down below so you can kind of catch up on that. I will show you this room. Don't laugh at me, guys. Oh, stop right there. I want you guys to see our new lock system. You know, managing keys, especially in shared accommodation, is a very annoying process. It's so frustrating. So we've adopted, or we will start adopting, this lock system that is much more simpler. It means that we don't have to have many keys on us, and also it makes it so much more easier for tenants. But of course, we're gonna see how it pans out. If it's any good, I might actually do a review. If you would like to see a review, let me know in the comment section. But anyways, this is the first room, the first large ensuite room, which you guys are now familiar with. You'll see that we've already added a little nice feature wall. Obviously, this is not the final paint. This is literally just the first coat. Next time we come into the property, pretty much we'll have flooring. It would have been completed, but I'll show you. We now have a sink in this ensuite. This is a new type of sink that we've gone for. It's slightly different to the ones we've used before. It has, you know, the storage space so people can just put their stuff in there. Before, in these ensuite, we used to just have one of those small hanging basins. This is so much more better for just offering storage to tenants. But anyways, let me take you to the kitchen slash dining slash living area. We now have the kitchen installed, so you'll see that the units are in. We still have to obviously have the tiles going up. We're just waiting for these to dry up, and then the guys will get onto it. But we've gone for this nice grey with this marble effect worktop, which I think is quite nice. Very simple, very modern, very light. The thing about doing these renovations, what we want to do is be as cost effective as possible, but yet at the same time achieve a nice high standard finish to the renovation. So these were pretty cost effective. I might do a video at the end just going through all the costs. But in terms of color scheme, in terms of the theme of what we tend to go for within these renovations, is still the white, grey. That's just simple. So this is pretty much what will be the kitchen. Obviously, as I said, it's not complete, but this is an update to show you what it's looking like. It's feeling a little bit more open. We did knock through this wall, which, guys, you know, this was all a wall here which we've knocked through, making it feel even more spacious for a kitchen slash dining chill out area. So we now have a roof. So previous vlog, you know that the rain was coming through because we hadn't had the roof up. It's feeling quite surprisingly large. I didn't think it would feel this spacious. So we're gonna turn this into a nice feature wall. We're still deliberating on the style of what we want it to be, just to make it feel a little bit more separated from the kitchen. So when you walk in here, it just feels like, okay, this is the space where I come and hang. So yeah, we're gonna be be turning that into a feature wall. We'll have the TV hanging up that way. We might have one two-seater sofa here. We might have a nice rug here with a coffee table and all the bits and bobs that are decorative to make it feel nice and homely. But yeah, this is pretty good, right guys? Give me a thumbs up if you think this has turned out to be a really good extension. You guys have watched this property from before we started the renovation to experiencing lockdown and then picking it back up again once we were released from lockdown. And quite frankly, this has progressed quite nicely and quite quickly actually, which I am very happy about, and the team have been on top of things with regards to this renovation. And in fact, we're about to start another renovation now. By the time we complete in a few weeks with this one, we'll be able to start on the next renovation. But anyways, let's move on. Just standing here on the landing, you can just feel how spacious and roomy it feels, and that's just because of the color scheme that we've gone for. And I suppose the trick is, in a lot of renovation, white is not only the safest to use because long term it's easier to maintain. Whenever you need to retouch up paint, it's so much more easier than having to find what kind of color that may have been used that's different to white. And also I suppose it just makes it a much more blank canvas for a lot of the tenants. When they move in, they're able to then make it their own, not by means of painting on the walls or anything like that, but because they can then add their own artwork to the walls, and it just molds in very nicely to the style of the property. So white is always the best color to go with, personally, in my opinion. And also it gives the illusion of the space being so much more larger than it is. So right now, even standing on this landing right now, it feels so roomy, so spacious, not cramped at all. And I think that's just because of the white. So the main communal bathroom, we now have the new door. If we come on in, we have tiles. Again, sticking to the grey theme, very simple. The thing with renovations, especially investment properties, you always want to stay within a budget. If you personalize it too much by adding too much of your own taste into the property, you take away from the fact that it's an investment property. You're now creating more so a personal space rather than a property that is tailored for investment. It's all to do with the budget and trying to stick within the budget, yet at the same time, of course, creating an environment that will be, an environment that will be nice to live in for tenants. Let me just show you guys the single bedroom as well, which you come on in. I mean, if we wanted to, we could probably fit in a 3/4 bed in here now. Oh yes, so we've now began ordering furniture. Again, the thing about renovation as well, especially if you're doing it for investment, you want to just have a system in place that you duplicate over and over again. And I suppose if I had any tips for people that are doing renovation, especially for investment, have a system in place, have a budget in place that you stick to, so that it helps you have sort of a map of where you are going and what you're doing at each stage. And that's the thing with a lot of these renovations. You'll notice that we almost go for the same style because that works. It has worked before. If it's not broken, don't fix it. And I think people can get a bit overexcited when it comes to renovations, and sometimes they'll forget that, if it's an investment property or is it a personal property. The two, you will tailor the renovation slightly different based on each, and I think that's quite important and something to always remember. So I'm just selecting to show you a few bits and bobs within the property because for the most part you're now familiar with this space. If you come on in, you'll see the ensuite is taking shape, and a nice little touch, we've already started playing around with theme walls. I suppose the rule is, if unsure, always go with white and grey, is what I want to send out as a message in this video. But today, something that I wanted to share with you, I'm going to just close this just because of noise. What we're having carried out to this property today is the floor plan scale. So I've got Scott coming in, who is basically an architect, and what he'll be doing is taking measurements of all the rooms. He will be drawing up a new floor plan of the new layout of this property. Having a new floor plan carried out is very important, especially when you are having to apply for an HMO license, because this is something that they'll request to see. He might pop in any minute now and start doing his part. But so that's what we're doing today here, and that's why I've used this opportunity to come over and give you guys a property update. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button along with that notification bell, so you're always notified when I upload a new video. In the meantime, guys, you know the drill. Continue being hustlers.